Chat. Welcome. We're starting a little bit earlier today, just by a minute, but I think that's the best way. I forgot there's a stupid skeleton in that tree. I think it's a good way to celebrate the fact that, chat, it has been, what, 2 years now since I hit Twitch affiliate? Kind of crazy. Some of you have been, you know, on and off subscribers since that 2 years. Some of you have been more recent subscribers, and some of you have just been along for the journey, subscribed or not. I still really appreciate all of you for watching, and today we're gonna make this one special. I swear that one isn't growing. Because we are going to be working on this lovely little willow tree that I've started, you know. Obviously, I had started the actual, like, branches and stuff, a while ago, but just today I've started work on doing the leafage. And we're going to continue that on the stream. Ow. And hopefully not do that constantly. It's just gonna be about getting the right droopage. Like, you know what I mean, chat? Like... I'm just gonna make sure that that drooping is happening enough, but not too much. And in the right places. I think there could be some definite droopage up here. If I had to say anything. Obviously don't want to be assuming because that wouldn't make Ming look very good. But my best guess seems so far to be holding up. How does that look? Alright, it's getting somewhere actually. I think it just needs to have a little more coming more so from this side. It's just about getting the right balance, chat. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. I am down a dirt again. I don't know how this keeps happening, but... Oh, it's right there. It's fine. Let's just keep this coming. Hi! How you doing? Hydrate will do indeed. I even remembered to fill up all 3 of my water bottles today. I say all 3. I've got more than that, but you know. I've technically got 7 water bottles, but ignoring that, you could have just gotten the cheaper thing to do both of those at the same time. You're wasting your money here. You didn't know you wanted 2 great men? Okay. I made a bundle that's basically just for you, because you're the only person that ever used it. Oh, okay then. Thank you. Oh, now my draw's gonna fall over. Let's not have that happen. I should not be standing still here. Hold up. Let me put this away. My drawer. Cat. It's not good. Okay. 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 Up here we go. Okay. That looks... shit. Okay, we can fix that. No, I think the issue here is that it's too flat. So by doing that... Okay. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere with this now. I'm going to run out of apples soon, chat. Okay. Okay. Over here. Okay. There's a lot of stepping back and forth and, you know, trying to adjust things. But I think this is almost there. Like, this over here has definitely got the effect, I think. This has the effect. The effect is a little weak over here, but obviously there's no branch over here, so it's supposed to be a little weak. The effect is good over here. It's just here. I think all that really needs to happen we'll start by doing just that, right? Which does have an improvement. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Now I just need to really do the leaves on the top. No, I lie. Over here is looking garbage. Okay. Chat, I think that's better. Yeah, it just needs this a little more covered. That is about right. Okay. We need another one there and a bit more there. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's go and sleep before we get little googlies taking over our entire area. We do not want googlies in our base. Okay. Okay. This tree is looking pretty fantastic though. Not gonna lie. I'm terrified that I have to make so many of these, but I'm also very excited about that. Okay. Yeah, that side's definitely done. I don't want to overdo that, so I pretty much just need like that. Okay. I think that's probably good, like, all the way around now. Obviously over here it's a little scuffed, but like... There we go. I think now it's ready for... Oh, hello.
Huh?
Dark oak's something I need, but also I've got a lot of it easily anyway, so... Sorry, not sorry, but I'm gonna have to not take you up on your offer. Yeah. Yeah, this area definitely needed improvement, and I'm glad I came and checked around here. Okay. It is very tight with that tree there, but I don't really mind that. When you come under here, it does genuinely just feel like it's sort of like gone as close as it could and then like been a little bushy and stopped. So? Alright, being more careful. Okay. Now this is not gonna be your ordinary tree in the sense of how I make them. Like, this is very much like you just come up on top, you have a look at where there's like missing leaves, and you just simply fill them in. There's no like pattern to it. There's no, oh, it's always on the side and the top, but never on the bottom. This is a different type of tree. It follows a different type of rule. The rule of randomness and spamminess. Where the main thing to avoid is just having it look too flat on each end. Which honestly, pretty avoidable. Just don't place them too flat. I do want to be mindful around this area because I want it to look like the tree has genuinely, like, tried to grow as far as it could, and I think it's doing a good job at that. Okay. Just need to spam a little more. Also just a little bit of more careful placement here and there. That's not what I wanted to place. I want to at the very least, like, get the tree to a point where it can be considered finished. Doesn't need to be the perfect tree. This is my example tree. This is the tree that I'm using to say, hey, this is how you make a willow tree. Like, to myself, not to you guys. Okay. Oh, oops. Honestly, not bad. There are a few things that I don't like about this. I actually think this is pretty much the best I could have done for this concept tree. Now I have a reference. It's this one. This is my reference now. I am concerned that I did use, like, 12 stacks of mangrove leaves making this tree. I'm also concerned that you guys are here, because I can't fight you unless you leave there. Can you, like, come fight me away from where I can't hit you? There is one more ingredient to this tree that I haven't got yet. So I think we should go inside, cook some food up, and discuss that now. Okay. Let's put this stuff away. While we do some discussing. I would like some pale hanging moss, is what I would like. That means, we're gonna have to go for a little bit of a journey. Right? But, I think it'll be fun. But yeah. We will go in the morning, right? I think that's the best way to decide this. It's currently like sunset though, so, well, almost. So we're not waiting too long. And then once we leave, Also, chat, new sub goal for those who haven't noticed. Yeah, once we leave, we will just head over to the pale oak biome. We'll grab the pale hanging moss. And yeah. That will basically be that. So, let us sleep now. Please, game. There we go. Okay. Let's go. Ow, ow. That was smart. Thank you, Dawn. How are you? You're good? That's good. Dawn is good? Thank you, Gam. I didn't realize. Gam, I believe you will get a shiny red rock before I finish this stream. That's true. That's true. Dawn gifted a sub to Blind Gam. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn's always like one of the top 2 people to be the quickest to send me a subscription with the new year after my affiliate anniversary. It's at least 2 out of 3 years. Counting, obviously, the 0 year. You can get rid rock now. I believe in you, Gam. You've got this. Okay. Pale moss biome should be just around here. Hopefully I can find it. I think it's just in this direction. Not 100% on that, but like 90% sure that it's just over here. And that's being backed up by the fact that I am in a dark oak forest. Oh yeah. Perfect. Right. Completely accurate. Okay. Again, we'll get Ridge Rock now. I've just realized. Hold up. Oh wait, that's why I didn't show up. Never mind. Again, we'll get Ridge Rock. Now that I can say it, he has to. Now that I say it, he has to get it. Thank you, Shi. I was gonna say, why do you not have the subscriber thing around you? Then I realized it was a voice water redeem. Okay. Also, chat, I may be able to veto voice water things, but I'm now a lot less likely to veto it. There's a lot more things that you can now make me say that I won't veto. And we'll get rid of drug. I don't know what you're correcting me on, but... Thank you, Blue. I got the pale moss. That's not the right pale moss though, so... There's the stuff I'm looking for. Is it shears? Yeah, okay. I thought I'd just double check that with one, even though it's not, you know, the least likely thing for me to get. I don't really need the leaves, plus I can get those from home. Okay. Bap. Oh no, what a shame. It looks like I have to buy a maid dress and play some Switch sports in it. Isn't that a shame, chat? Oh, I was really hoping that would never happen. Oh boy. Whatever am I gonna do? Chat, what do we make the 10... Thank you, Dawn, by the way. What do we make the 10 sub? I'll get it when it might take a month or so, like maybe like a month or two, because obviously I need to, you know, wait a month or two until I can get it ordered and delivered. Depends on how quickly I can make money. To be fair, I can definitely make the money pretty quickly, and to be fair, I can borrow the money out of one of my savings accounts and just put it back in there easily. It's mostly about when I am able to get it delivered. Which I need to do some shopping for my school formal anyway. I need to buy some stuff, and I have some alt clothes that I want to buy anyway as well. So I'll very likely just do an order, get the dress with that, and then... yeah. Probably sometime within the next month, you should get it, realistically. Okay, chat, we got the pale moss. That's moss carpet. Okay. I don't know if... I feel like I have to probably snap these. I'm gonna go with no. Or at least I'm gonna hope I'm going with no, because... if I, like, you know, just physically can't snap them, but they're going to keep growing anyway, that's when it becomes a problem. Oh. Oh yeah, they can go off of the leaves as well. That makes my life a lot easier. Okay. Can they go off of, like, fences? No, they can't. Okay. Okay. How does this look? I think definitely needs a bit more over here. I think this spot right here in the gap. That is what it was missing. Alright, chat. Looking fancy. Right, over here. Just that spot there, where there's a bit of an opening. Okay. Verifying on this side that, yeah, there's not enough grey. That is looking good. Chat, I think this is how you make a willow tree. I just wish that hanging moss wasn't limited to being the pale. Like, I would have definitely mixed that in with just regular hanging moss. Obviously alongside the glow vines as well. But that's fine. Okay. Okay. Can I sleep now? I can. I should also make sure I claim my lunch from underground. This is gonna be ready to swap over soon, so I might as well just wait around for that. As it is only one more. Okay. Let's just sort of, you know, go through here. I guess actually if we come from this side here, you really get like the experience of it. Like, look at that. And there's gonna be so many of these as well. It's gonna be so cool. I do think now, stuff like this birch tree is going to have to be gone. And that's the thing with building these trees. It's like, yeah, I think this one can still happen. I don't think these two will be... Actually, if this one branches out mostly in this direction, and this one branches out mostly in this direction, these can both still happen. But I don't think, in that case, this oak can happen. You know, it's just stuff like that. But no, chat, I'm super excited for this. I'm not sure which one I want to do next. I'm sort of tossing and turning between doing this one here or this one here. Just because I think if I do the area that I've sampled the, like, forest floor of first, then that will give me a better idea of how the whole forest will look. Alright, yeah. So chat, for those of you wanting to watch the subscriber special for the Madress, I will be posting updates about the whereabouts of that stream over on my Twitter, as well as also just probably in like my Discord server and the Discord server where all of my subscribers are from. And it's raining. Well, at least I have a nice shelter under my willow tree. Look at this. I love this. I definitely need to get to work on some of the other trees though. I'm not sure if I want to actually just do a birch tree next, although I don't know if I have the resources to do that. So I feel like just doing this birch tree next will help ground me in making sure I remember everything about the project. I have a look at what birch resources I have, because I'm sure I have a few. Obviously I have the wood. That's not a problem at all. I don't really have the diorite, which is annoying. Is it thundering? No. I could go get some diorite, I guess. I do still have some resources to do forest exploring, but not nearly as much as I would hope. Yeah. I think the main thing for now is just the fact that I've got an example of one of these trees done is great, because it does allow me to just really have a look at that. Alright, let's have a look at over here. Any more of these withered? No. How are the ones that are already in the lake doing? Because there might just be some enough withering over there. Yeah, genuinely there is withering happening over here, because there were like 3 of these left, now there's only 1. I feel like that one's probably more likely to be done soon than the one that's, you know, like any of the ones over there as well. Okay. Chat, what do we think? Do we work on the next willow tree, or do we go get some birch resources first to ground ourselves in that? What do we think, chat? I don't really mind either way, so. I'm sort of just waiting for it to not be raining. I'm gonna just go get some resources. Alright, chat, let's go. Also, chat, how do we always, accidentally, mind you, wind up playing Minecraft on our affiliate anniversary? Every single year. Like, obviously, I was playing Minecraft when I got affiliate. I was playing a Do SMP live event during my 1-year anniversary, and now I'm playing on this server. I didn't even realize it was my affiliate anniversary until I opened OBS and I saw the chat message suggestion. I'm glad I did stream today, because it would have been embarrassing to accidentally forget that. What am I doing? Going the wrong way. It's over here. It's alright right there, but it's not accessible. Holy creeper. You can explode, but... if you explode, I'm blocking my toes fast. Okay. Let's get away from where those creepers are. Okay. How much diorite do I need, chat? I just want to make like one birch tree today. After that, we're going right back to making our good old willow trees. I doubt we'll need that much of this, like... It's really just like for a few branches. I'm just gonna say that much. Okay, and... need to make the walls. Alright. And we'll start work on that in the morning, which is seemingly somewhat soon, I hope. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I forgot the stupid birch logs. How do you even go to build a birch tree and forget the birch? Oh, and I didn't bring the leaves either. Alright, the leaves might actually be a problem, to be honest. I'm sure we're fine. Okay. This is going well. Right. 1, 2, 3. Two, 3, 4. Okay. Chat. We sort of have to almost like, what I've learned from doing this is that birch trees, when making custom trees, need to sort of be like proper. If that doesn't make sense to you, then honestly, fair enough. Not sure if it makes sense to me either, and I'm the one that said it. Okay. The nice thing about doing birch leaves is that there is, like, a method to it. So, like, you don't have to just, like, place a bunch of leaves with complete insanity. Like, there is a reason behind each leaf being where it is. And that reason makes complete, total sense. Which is very rare for a building method that I use. Which is why I really love building birch trees, because they're so different to anything else I build. Okay. And just pretend like everything is normal and fine. Sometimes you can add like a little bit of funk to it. It's completely fair and reasonable. And encouraged, might I add. As long as you're not too funky with it, you know? Okay. And honestly, I'm gonna leave it at that. No! Chat, we're down like a leaf or a fern or something. I was very careful trying to avoid that, but I guess you can't always avoid it. I tried to look at it from this angle. Good job, me. Okay. Not a bad birch tree, not the best one I've done, but also it's like hidden away, like in the forest. Okay. Awesome. I'm still very happy with this willow tree. Like, I just love being under the tree and just being able to roam and wander around. I think I can improve this tree. There we go. I think I improved the tree. By following all of my rules. Except for that one leaf that I placed extra, but once again, funkiness is encouraged. And this is how my forest has ended up so far. Some of the trees, obviously bigger than others. This tree was supposed to be like the big grand tree in the middle of everything, and then ended up being kind of like the same size as like one of my other tree types. So oopsies. In fact, it's actually smaller than the willow tree. I think the willow tree is bigger. But it's fine, because this one's got flowers and stuff. This one's got pink on it, you know? I love all of my trees. I swear I just saw Herobrine. Hello. How are you? I haven't heard from you in a long, long time. Okay, yeah, I need to go put the birch resources back and then, yeah. You've been working? Fair enough. You're a concreter now. Good job, Dicko. I play Minecraft. Not sure if you noticed. Okay, that sounds interesting. Fair enough. I can actually put these in the mob drops thing because they're just annoying and clogging up my inventory. Okay, we need to get some more of that dark oak. None of these have oxidized yet. Luckily, all of my dark oak trees are up. And we've literally just, while we were waiting for stream to start, added a mod to the server just for quality of life. And you'll witness it any second here. Okay, it is nighttime. So let's go sleep. We got work at 2 in the morning. What kind of concrete work is at 2 in the morning? You gotta go to bed now? Alright, good night. You're pouring early, fair enough. Alright, see ya. Yeah. Damn, everyone's showing up today, chat. Alright. That's fine. We just gotta chop down these trees. And then get to work, really. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Alright. Plenty more from that one. Chat, what? We get like, you know, 4 from the first 2, then like 3 from the next one. And then just like 12. Alright. This one looks promising as well. Okay. Last tree before we get to work on building. Okay. Alright. Nice. That is that. Okay. Let's sort of see. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with this. I just sort of know the direction I want it to mainly go is like this way. Sort of like branching out over the ocean. Okay. Now we need to sort of swoop these up a bit. That's all of the up swooping that this one can probably handle. We also want it to go up sort of in that direction. Okay. That is sort of sweeping up almost to the same degree. I think it needs to just go a little more on the diagonal and on the up. The harder part is obviously swooping it down. Because like, you know, how do you even go about that? And I definitely need to do some reshaping of it around here. I think that's sort of where I'll start focusing for now. Just like really form it up here. Like, is that much better? You see, now that's too blocky. I almost just need one too far away. If I come down here, I just sort of need... I'm close enough now, okay. I'm not gonna be close enough to that. Yeah, no, I'm not. Oh, okay. Too far away now. Let's come here. Chat, free cam is very good. I'm glad that it exists. Like this, as a branch, is significantly better than anything I could do without free cam. Okay. Okay. I do think stuff like this just needs a bit more shape. That is actually really good. The way it twists and turns off as well. That's okay. I was gonna say, how is that within my reach? It's only just. Okay. This branch I'm definitely less confident in with my ability to like swoop it. It's definitely gonna be a challenge. If I can get a little higher, I might be able to reach. Yeah. I can reach that. I just need to sort of twist it a little more there. No, that's way too long. The cutoff almost needs to just be there. We just need to like yeet everything else out of here. Actually, that was good. And just sort of work from there. Almost like bring all of this down. And then just add like that and that. But then get rid of that. Okay. Chat, I think we're onto something. Let's not lose all of this stuff at the bottom though. There are definitely supposed to be 3 branches is the other thing. So this is obviously a good spot for 2 of them. And they do definitely need work. Like, this might have to go. But do we do the other one coming up this way? I feel like we do, right? Because it sort of shows that it's trying to fill in this gap, and then this one will fill in, like, the rest of it, almost. Yeah, I think that's about right. Because also when we frame it from here... There's one block off. I think the idea of sort of framing it like this, and then we can like take the base of that and really amplify it to an extent. Whilst also allowing it room to start thinning out. I like that actually. But is that too long? No? I need to be closer. It's not too long, but it needs more strength down here. Like at the connecting part here. It's got to be sturdy. This is the part that's literally physically keeping everything here intact. that, chat. When we find it from like that, like you can't see much there, but think about how like the stuff between it will sort of start to naturally form as it did over here, right? Like the branches are here, here, and here, but all between it does naturally become a lot of leafage. I think that will make this sort of beach angle here from here outside the beach house or here next to the beach house. It does really include it as a part of its like scenery there. I think the only thing we should do is take like this and just place it there for that tiny little extra bit of structural integrity. But this is more of very much like a twisted, curved sort of willow tree here. And I think this one with having a branch going like towards here between these two, out over this way and then over this edge here, sort of almost mimicking, actually it would be more like diagonally this way, and then filling into this spot here, I think is like the best course of action, sort of leaving like a little opening above this rock. I think we're definitely leaving a good space for it here. But like, you know, I really like this shape for the tree. I just think now all it really needs is for us to add the leaves and the moss and the vines and stuff, as well as like extra little bits like how this has the slabs going all the way up it, and especially like on the branches as well should have some. We just sort of need to wait for the dark oak to grow before that. That and also like the fences, you know? Like if you have a look at this, we don't really have the fences we need. We have the sticks we need to make them, which is good because I don't want to have to waste half of the wood on fences for just making the sticks alone, you know? Okay. I could invest in a back door at some point, chat. Okay. Now that this is grown, which convenient timing, I think we can start. Oh, there we go. A couple of them have grown. We can start work on stuff now. Okay. That's still oxidizing, but that's fine. Let's get ourselves this dark oak tree harvested. I hear an enderman beside me. Okay. Perfect. I think this should be our slab allowance. The nice thing is, we're not really using staircases, are we? We've just been using slabs. Which is very great, because it means a lot less for us to have to worry about. So let's just work on this. And then the rest of it, just genuinely the rest of it, is now fences. Because we'll need that for future dark oak trees as well. So we might as well just craft what we can. And I think, yeah, genuinely just highlighting some of the stuff here with this. And just giving it a little more room to have that structural integrity. Is gonna be a great thing. No, that's out of my reach. Alright, let's get on top. This branch. Okay. I think that's all for this branch. This branch will only over here. I think I'm happy with this. I might just give it one last one there though. Lastly, there's one more branch around here I would like to help. And that's this one. And there's one there. There's one there. There. Yeah, this one definitely needed it the most. Although actually I don't think I agree with that placement. Okay. Now. We have fences to place, chat. Everywhere I go, you continue to plague me. Leave me alone. Please. Okay. Okay. I want that to be sort of there, just so it's not too even. That should sort of do the trick. Nice. Okay. Okay, over here. Immediately I can tell that this just really wants to droop down to like there. That wants it less, but still it wants some droopage. That's pretty good for this side. And there's one more side to do, and that's this one. Once again, we want large droopage close to the middle here. With just a little bit down here. Okay. Okay. Now let's take a step back, chat, and then into free cam and have a looky. I like this. And for how quickly this is coming together as well, like, chat. We might actually be cooking here. All that needs doing now is the actual, like, leaves on the tree. Yeah, I really like this. I think I was very correct to place it where I did, because it also just is really cool from this perspective, especially when I, like, do some stuff with this water. Obviously, I'll, like, make this little, like, beach area, like, nicer. It'll probably wrap around here a bit. Not entirely sure. Get it? Because sure. Nah, that sucked. Don't listen to me. But yeah, I think for the most part, I'm getting the idea of the placement of these trees right. Like, having this massive bunch of the smaller trees here, having it sort of more surround itself around here with the birch trees, and then completely wrap itself even further with these willow trees taking, like, the main coverage. It does really help open this area up, whilst also keeping the forest feeling super dense. And especially at nighttime, this place looks actually kind of sick. Okay. Yeah, like, look, I just love this one already so much. I think adding this second one back here is gonna make so many more views just that much cooler. It does mean I have to go find the stupid mangrove swamp again, though. I guess actually I've got propagules. I could plant those. Might probably just genuinely be a much more efficient use of my time to get the leaves. Plus I've got 5 of them, so like... that should be plenty for now, right? I still don't know what the new game rule for Enderman griefing is, but I want to turn it off soon. Chat, if someone knows, please tell me. Can you plant me one? No, you need dirt. Luckily, I have some of that. Alright, chat, this is the new mangrove farm. Alright, I don't need your sand. Okay. It's gonna be kind of maybe a nightmare to harvest that, but I'm sure we're fine. Okay. Alright. Well. I don't know what we're doing now. We're just sort of waiting for that to grow, I guess. We do have bone meal, but I feel like there's something we could do while we wait. Maybe not, though. Let's not fall into a lake. Aha! Something to do while we wait. This is great news, chat. Finally. Finally, this pond is done. Oh. Well. The pond's done. My reeds are done! Yay! This is awesome. We could clear this out now, but I think I'm just gonna let them finish doing their thing. In case I need oxidized, or I guess weathered copper chains in the future. Because I'll probably want the reeds for somewhere else. Maybe a pond in the middle of the forest would be quite cool. I should get a nice shot of this. I like that shot the most, I think. Okay. Now we're just waiting on the mangrove. I'm so happy I went with mangrove for the leaves, by the way. Like, especially because they're like pointing down, like they are actually drooping. And then when I've done that, I can add in pale moss and I can add in all the other good stuff. Right. I think we've got some good stuff going for us with this base. It really is now just a matter of waiting for the pale, not pale moss. Waiting for the mangrove to grow. But that might just be, the leafage of that might just be an off-stream activity. I might just start working next stream on either some more of these, trees. Very likely. Or maybe even working more on the builds over there in the little village. Obviously for that we need some more blackstone and stuff as well though. So both equally tasks that are gonna be a little tedious, but fun once we've got them like underway. Maybe we'll just finally clear out all of this leaf litter. That could be a fun stream activity for the rest of the stream while we wait for the... Just at least while we wait for a few of those mangrove trees to grow. Why not just... You know, get rid of more of this stupid stuff. If we can at least get like a few more areas cleared out. It doesn't have to be like massive areas, but just stuff like this where it's like, I don't want this here at all. I'm gonna clear it out completely and just really make this spot look and feel a lot nicer. Yeah, it's mostly just about the shoreline at the moment. Obviously this isn't the main spot that's annoying, but it's one of them, so why not start with it? We'll start with the smaller tasks so that we see the progress on that and go, yeah, I can take on the big task. This leaf litter has been plaguing me for too long now though. So we're gonna get rid of it. Simple as that. Alright, we've now sort of entered the main area, to be fair. Yeah, it's just going across here. But if we shrink that area, or even just like go over it and make it less noticeable than flying overhead. Like, that's going to be a great improvement. Like, if we just thin the area, right? If we simply go over this height, and we just thin the area like this, that will have a massive effect on the visibility of it. And if we make it so it doesn't quite go this thick even, we just go at this height now. Okay. Because now we're no longer getting rid of, like, massive chunks of the area. We're just thinning the area a little bit. Just making little bits of it, you know, look smaller. Which making it look smaller is a lot more manageable than making it disappear. Okay. This voice is now low. It's gonna be nighttime in a second, and I'm gonna want to go to sleep, and I'm gonna have a look at the progress I've made today. And I'm gonna go, wow, I've made this whole area so much smaller. That's great. I should get to bed now though. Okay. Good progress today, chat. Okay. And here we go. EP time. Okay. Now we notice, okay, well that hasn't, what's it called? That hasn't grown at all yet. So we just go and we thin it a little more. We just make it look like, you know, an old man's here. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now we just need to keep this up. It's working, chat. Like, if we have a look at this, that's significantly less ugly. My god. And like, you know, it's just these little bits on the bottom now. Which, sure, there's a lot of it still, but it's a lot more condensed down here. Which makes it quicker for us to clear out. The leaf lid is pretty much gone though, like... I know this isn't my island, but I still wanna. It's very near my island. So I think it's close enough that I can claim it. I'll probably build like a birch tree on that, to be fair. I think it would look quite cute. Okay. Yeah, we can see like 2 small leaf litters that I've missed. There, and somewhere over here. There. Now, other than that, there is still some. Okay, now over here. This is pretty much the last of it, all over here. Obviously there are still bits of it here and there that are going to plague me for a very long time. That's whack. Okay. It does want us to, you know, be plagued by it for even longer. So that's fine. We'll just come back stronger. I think I know the issue though. I've just added to the issue, so I should, you know, very quickly work to solve it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna time out again. Come on. on, game. Chat, here we go again. Where are we this time? Are we in the same spot again? Chat, I think I broke Minecraft. I don't think... Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Chat, I think we're fine. We just need to very carefully figure out... No, okay. Chat. How do we do this? I think I broke the server. Can I pick up more? Yes. Okay. We cannot be having this much leaf litter. The thing is, it hasn't crashed the other times I've done this. I think I've just got too much leaf litter. Okay. We can, at the very least, reduce the amount that exists by a significant amount before we, you know, once again increase it. But that's beyond the point. Notably, all of this stuff has, you know, re-disappeared, which is good. It was here that we first crashed. Okay. Chat, I think we're fine now. I think we just stressed the server a little bit too much with all of the leaf litter. Okay. Nighttime on the server. Just once again already. Because, of course, we did take a while to clear out that leaf litter, I guess. Let's also not have this in our inventory so easily, like... That sounds like a key to burning my house down. I think we've got fire tick off anyway, but... Let's see. Well, this is all still growing. Which, you know, not the most helpful. So I think, yeah, this is going to be an off-stream task, which is fine, don't worry. We'll get it done. That is a pothole that needs to be patched up. And there's just a few more leaves here and there that I'll find eventually, like... They can't hide from me forever. Especially if they are hiding in stupid spots like over here. Okay. There's no way I didn't get this one. I guess it's small, they blend in pretty easily, it's easy to miss. Okay, now I think I've gotten rid of the leaf litter. I'm like 90% sure it's all gone. Maybe a bit over here, I'd imagine. Nope, this feels pretty clear. Okay, a bit over in this corner. But that's fine, we can deal with that another time. Chat, we've only got 3 minutes left of the stream, so I don't think we're going to be doing the rest of our willow tree today, unfortunately. So I would like to thank everyone very much for watching the stream. I'd like to thank Dawn specifically for gifting some subs and pushing us towards our sub goal. And I'd like to thank everyone who said something in chat or redeemed a message thing or whatever. It was a great stream today. Very productive on the server. We cleared out our leaf litter. We built, we finished one of our willow trees. We did a large amount of another willow tree. So I think we've earned a little raid sent, but who are we gonna raid? Well, maybe no one because everyone's at VidCon. No one, because everyone's at VidCon. Yeah, okay, thought so. Chat, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.